Right now, we excited. We've been working hard every week, grinding, just ready for the season, really.
What's the work look like for you? You're a guy that we all look at as he's probably a top safety prospect in his class on a national scale, and you do some of that over here, but you're also out here leading the offense. Just how do you kind of juggle some of that and get the work in that you need to prepare for where you're trying to be this fall?
Just making sure I'm staying in shape. Whenever we're not out here working with our coaches, we out here by ourselves, just grinding, getting chemistry, getting it together for the season, really.
How did you feel about your sophomore year and what you were able to do out there? What were areas you're most proud of? Was it what you expected? Did you surprise yourself a little bit? Just kind of where were you in your own perspective, and how did you feel about it?
I feel like I had a good year. Could have been better in some areas, but just having to step up to the plate, play quarterback and defense, playing both sides really big. So I was happy with myself, but still got stuff to work on.
Was there an area, I guess we'll start with the quarterback side, an area that you were really most confident in, felt like was your strongest attribute or attributes that you felt like kind of drove some of that success, that when you look at it and say, okay, this was kind of a highlight area of my game this fall?
Yeah, definitely on defense. Like, see the game going down on offense, I go make a play on defense. My energy fired up, everybody fired up on offense, so they get everybody going. Really, defense is my strongest.
It all just kind of fed
Yeah.
one to the other from like an energy and whatnot standpoint.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the when you mentioned continue to trying to get better? What are areas as a young quarterback and areas as a young DB that have been kind of priorities when you look at next steps you're trying to take, things that you're hoping you're doing better as a junior compared to your sophomore year? What are some of those areas that you've zeroed in on most heavily?
Probably speed and explosiveness, really. That's the biggest thing I'm working on right now. And really communicating with the guys. We out here more than last year. Last year, my first year really playing high school ball. I played a little bit my freshman year, but last year was really a big year for me. So we really just out here working, getting chemistry with the guys. That's really it.
Who are guys you look up to as a young player, whether it be as an underclassman here, looking up to some of the seniors last year, seniors this year, whoever, or in college pro guys that you looked up to as a young guy, just kind of watching ball on Saturdays and Sundays?
Derek really was a big role model to me. Working out with him, just seeing him where he at right now, just pushed me every day to want to be great and pass him really.
What when you talk about Derek and what it was like to watch him, what stood out about him that made him someone that you knew? That's a guy that I should be looking up to. That's
He a playmaker, he a dog. Everywhere the ball at, he there, no matter what. Nigga ball he could be on this side of the ball over there. He go get it either way. He a dog, and his grind, his work ethic, really pushed me.
people are starting to talk about you that same sort of way. Like he's gonna go get the ball. He's a dog. He's a playmaker. What has it been like to start hearing some of the attention, whether it be accolades or media coverage or some of these colleges coming in early? As a young guy, what has that been like to hear and navigate?
I'm not really surprised. I've been working all my life, so I'm really now just getting all the attention I deserve, and I still feel like I'm underrated as a player, so I'm still working. Just working till I don't have to introduce my name to nobody.
Who have been some of the schools that you hear from most consistently from the college standpoint?
Texas, Alabama, and Michigan, and LSU. Being that they can't really talk to me, that's the most schools that I've really been talking to.
And I know we talked about Derek. Derek's probably somebody that you're thinking about now. That's who I need to be watching at Texas, obviously. Who are guys you remember watching at some of these other schools growing up? Guys at an LSU or an Alabama that you looked up to as a young player?
LSU really, Honey Badger, George Landry, Odell, all of them watching their highlights. I just wanted to be there playing college ball. Alabama, great DBs, Trevon Diggs, we go on and on about the list. And at Michigan, Charles Wilson, only DB to win the Heisman. That really pushed me because I want to be next.
As you've had a chance to get to some of these places, how have you felt about the way the visits have gone? Anything surprise you as you get a chance to get to some of these campuses, or were big standout points that when you came back and people were asking how was this trip, you immediately were saying, oh, this was good, this was great?
When I visited Alabama, it was like the atmosphere, the coaching staff was great. They push it like they set you to a standard and they push you. Make sure you meet their standard. Make sure you're not BSing. They go push you to a standard and they go make sure you're working hard to 100%.
So what we saw from you as a sophomore to now what we expect to see from you as a junior, what's it going to look like this fall? What's the biggest difference that people should expect to see from you on Friday nights?
Just a bigger and better version now. Now that I really know the game now, got more knowledge for the game, it could make me better on the field, playing defense and offense. Offense gonna help me on defense, and defense gonna help me on offense. So you could get a better version of me.
As you have a chance to talk with college coaches, or as fans start to see more and more of you, what do you hope they know about you other than this is a guy that's going to go out there on Fridays or Saturdays or potentially Sundays down the road and make plays? Just as they're figuring out who you are, what do you want them to leave a conversation knowing?
I'm a great person off the field. I don't really see too much. I let my game speak for myself. I'm not really cocky. I'm humble. That's really it.
Do you have any college stops you already know for the season? You're trying to get to some game days, or are you still figuring that out?
Definitely LSU and Alabama and a couple of Texas games and some more.